In 1st Nephi chapter 9, this is the second chapter at this point in the Book of Mormon, where Nephi is essentially saying, don't expect a complete history from these plates. So in verse 2, he's saying, he says that these are not the plates upon which I make a full account of the history of my people. So these plates that we're reading from are not the history plates. He says that he is making some history plates, but they're not these plates. Okay? And in verse 3 says, nevertheless, I received a commandment of the Lord that I should make these plates for a special purpose, that there should be an account engraven of the ministry of my people. So again, just like in 1st Nephi chapter 6, the point of these plates is preaching, ministry. Upon the other plates should be engraven the account of the reign of kings and the wars and contentions of my people. Wherefore these plates are for the more part of the ministry, and the other plates are for the more part of the reign of the kings and the wars and the contentions of my people. So Nephi is expecting a history. He's viewing this kind of as a history, but in his mind, a history should have kings and it should have genealogies. And he's saying that's not what this is going to be. This is going to be preaching. The point of these plates is preaching and talking about the gospel. It's not historical accuracy. And just like in chapter 6 of 1st Nephi, the point isn't historical accuracy, and he's repeating this. And he's doing it because God asked him to. Wherefore the Lord hath commanded me to make these plates for a wise purpose in him, which purpose I know not. But the Lord knoweth all things from the beginning, wherefore he prepareth a way to accomplish all his works among the children of men. For behold, he hath all power and the fulfilling of all his words, and thus it is, Amen. Sometimes the Book of Mormon is criticized for not being a detailed historical account, for having gaps that don't allow people to place it in the history, and people are saying, well, we can't find a civilization that matches all these things, and there's too many gaps to pinpoint it. And that's by design. The Book of Mormon isn't meant to be an accurate history. It's meant to be preaching. It's meant to bring people closer to Christ. It's meant to be a ministry. And so if you're looking at it as a historical way of reconstructing the ancient peoples of the Americas, that's not going to be as profitable as reading the Book of Mormon as a way to get closer to Jesus Christ.